There was a retired biology teacher on my street. No drip system, no timer, no fancy irrigation. Just a row of tomato plants and a dozen clay pots he buried in the dirt. Every summer, his neighbors ran their systems twice a day. Their tomatoes cracked, rotted from the bottom. His, perfect. I asked him once. He said one thing: I water like the desert taught them to grow. Here's what he meant, and why that $12 calcium spray you keep buying does nothing. One rule, one buried vessel, and the watering rhythm that turned 30 pounds into 90. A tomato does not need your daily attention. It needs your patience, and patience has no profit margin. The archive opens in the arid valleys of coastal Peru. 7,000 years ago. This is where the tomato began. Not in a greenhouse, not in a raised bed with drip tape. In some of the driest valleys on earth. The wild ancestors of every tomato you have ever grown evolved under one condition: drought. Their roots were not designed to sit in the top 2 inches of moist soil. They were designed to dive 2 feet, 3 feet, deep into dry ground, chasing moisture that surface watering could never reach. This is not a fragile plant that needs a little splash every evening. This is a survivor, engineered by 7,000 years of dry Andean sun to find water on its own. Then, something changed. Not the plant, the industry around it. The home irrigation industry is worth $3.5 billion. $3.5 billion. And every dollar of it depends on one idea: that your tomato is thirsty, that it needs water every day, that without a timer, a drip line, a soaker hose, your harvest will fail. And when your tomatoes crack anyway, when those black patches appear on the bottom of the fruit, they have another product for that too. Calcium spray, $12 a bottle. Add calcium, every website says. Your soil is deficient. Here is what they do not tell you. Blossom end rot is not a calcium deficiency in the soil. In most gardens, there is plenty of calcium in the ground. The problem is transport. Calcium moves through the plant's xylem. Think of it as an internal water highway, and it can only flow when moisture is consistent. So here is the trap. When you water a little every day, the top 2 inches of soil go through a constant wet-dry roller coaster. The roots stay shallow, and calcium gets stuck in the soil, never reaching the fruit. You are not underfeeding your tomato. You are underwatering it in the wrong way. Now, to be honest, deep soaking does not fix every problem. Disease, poor soil, the wrong variety for your zone, those still matter. But if your tomatoes crack and rot every summer despite doing everything right, this is almost certainly why. But the solution was never modern. It was ancient. And it was buried 2,000 years before the Roman Empire. In the river valleys of Mesoamerica and North Africa, farmers buried unglazed clay vessels next to their crops. They are called ollas. The principle is simple. You fill the vessel with water, you bury it next to the plant, and the water seeps slowly through the porous clay walls, directly into the root zone. No wet-dry roller coaster, no surface evaporation, no shallow root system. Just consistent, deep moisture, exactly the way a tomato evolved to drink. In published irrigation research, buried clay vessels have shown water savings of up to 50 to 70% compared to surface watering. Not 10%, not 20, 50 to 70. And here is the part the irrigation aisle will never tell you. You do not need a clay pot from a museum. A milk jug, that is it. Punch 6 to 8 small holes in the sides. Bury it 6 to 8 inches from the stem, with the top sticking out just above the soil line. Fill it with water. Put the cap on. That is it. $0. 30 seconds to set up, and your tomato's root zone stays consistently moist for 3 to 5 days. Nobody can sell you a clay pot your grandmother could make in her kitchen. Nobody has a profit margin on a buried milk jug. And that is why this 4,000-year-old technology quietly disappeared from every modern gardening guide. If you have tried something like this, a milk jug, a clay pot, even an old wine bottle, drop it in the comments. I want to see your setup. Now, the exact protocol, 4 steps, $0. Forget your watering schedule. Push your finger 3 to 4 inches into the soil near the base of the plant. If it is dry at that depth, water. If it is still moist, wait. This is the only calendar your tomato needs. When you water, water deeply. 1 to 2 gallons per plant. Slowly, at the base, not overhead. Not a quick splash from a watering can. Then walk away. Do not water again for 3 to 5 days. Let those roots chase the moisture downward. 2 feet, 3 feet. The deeper the roots go, the more resilient your plant becomes. Now, most gardening channels would stop here. Deep watering and patience. That is the standard advice. But we have not gotten to the part that changes everything. Set up your milk jug or clay pot. 6 to 8 holes. Buried 6 to 8 inches from the stem. Fill it once. The water seeps out slowly over days, keeping the root zone consistently moist without any effort from you. This is not a hack. This is 4,000 years of agricultural engineering, simplified for your backyard. 2 to 3 inches of organic mulch around the base. Straw, wood chips, shredded leaves. Ohio State University research shows that mulching reduces surface evaporation by up to 70%. 70. That means your deep soak lasts days longer, and your buried vessel needs refilling half as often. 4 mistakes to avoid. 1. The daily sprinkle. A little water every evening keeps roots shallow and triggers the wet-dry cycle that causes blossom end rot. 2. Overhead watering. Wet leaves invite fungal disease. Water at the base. Always. 3. A fixed schedule. Tuesday and Friday is not a watering plan. Your soil is. Read the soil, not the calendar. 4. The panic drench. You forgot to water for a week, so you dump 5 gallons at once. This shocks the root system and causes fruit cracking. Ease back in with a moderate soak and adjust for the season. In peak summer heat, you may need to water every 2 to 3 days. In cooler fall weather, every 5 to 7. The finger test always tells the truth. And the science? It agrees with every word the ancient farmers already knew. UC Extension, Ohio State, the USDA, 3 of the biggest names in agricultural research, all arrived at the same conclusion. Blossom end rot is a moisture consistency problem, not a calcium level problem. The calcium was always in the soil. The plant just could not reach it. Modern science spent 50 years proving what a buried clay pot knew 4,000 years ago. So here's what happens next. Next August, 4 plants, 90 pounds. Your neighbors will ask what changed. That retired biology teacher never spent $1 on irrigation, never bought a calcium supplement, never installed a single foot of drip tape. He just understood what the desert taught the tomato 7,000 years ago. And now, so do you. If you are watching this, I want to hear from you. Comment your tomato variety and your biggest watering struggle below. I read every single one. You do not need another product. You just need the rhythm. Next week, a weed that every gardener pulls out. That might be the most valuable plant in your entire yard. The archive closes.